My name is Femi Oluwagbemi, and I serve as the AGM, Business Development and Strategy for the LoftyInc Group. Yes, so like I say, the business development team or the business development unit is very critical to the growth and sustainability of every business. I like to call it the engine room of the business. And why do I say this? The business development team, as it is, one of the main functions is, of course, to grow and expand the business in terms of revenue, in terms of partnerships, in terms of territories and markets where the business operates in. And so it is very important if you want to achieve scale, if you want to make money, of course, which is the goal of every business anyways. Your business development team has to be very up and doing. Your business development team has to be solid to achieve the set goals and objective for the business. The business development team for any business, so of course, depending on the kind of business you operate, you may have a sales and marketing team, which is, of course, basically sets out to generate sales, leads, market to your customers, of course, generate revenue. In some other businesses, it's pure business development, where it is very important and core that these units, however the case may be, are very solid. They do the right things and make sure that the business achieves growth, the business achieves sustainability, the business expands to different frontiers, adds to their bouquet of service offerings and the rest of it. So it's very key to the growth and sustainability of every business. One of the things I have seen is the lack of ability or the lack of willingness to wanting to add value. As a business development person, right, one of the things you are preaching, one of the things you're setting out to do to support your clients is first to add value to your client, right? So you meet a client today and the client tells you an array of what they want to achieve, the things they need support with. You as a business development person should be able to put those things together, add value to that client, and advise the client on which way to go. So it's very important that you as a business development person, the first thing on your mind is to add value, right? It is after you add value that your prospective clients will feel more comfortable with you, can rely on you, and then push opportunities your way. So the first thing is add value. The second thing I've seen as pitfalls for most SMEs, especially in the tech space, is the fact that so like I said, especially in the tech space, most of them are very, very tech oriented, they're very product oriented, and they tend to neglect the business side, right? So you see a founder, a CEO, a president of a startup, most times in the tech-enabled space, and what they are very concentrated about is, how do I make this product work? How do I market this product? Let's make sure this product has no glitches. Let's make sure it has a big threshold to host data, to do this front end, back end. Yeah, all of that is all well and good. But if you neglect the business side, which is marketing, which is acquiring your first customer, which is getting people to actually use the great and amazing product you've designed, if you fail in doing this, then you are going nowhere, right? So I tell folks that are not business oriented, and it's very okay that you're on the product side, but it will serve you well, it will only do you good if you bring in someone, maybe in the capacity of a co-founder, an employee, the vice president, to support you, to help with the business aspect to help with the business development aspect of whatever you're trying to build. I've seen so many great people, great founders with good ideas neglecting this business development part and not having a good hold on how they want to do business development. It's a big pitfall that I hope startups and entrepreneurs can start paying attention to. So like I mentioned earlier, add value, right? When you add value, you create long-lasting relationships. And it may even be adding value. See, the value I'm even talking about now may be totally unrelated to the business you do, or the business you are trying to preach, the gospel you are trying to preach to your customer. It may be totally unrelated. It may be something as simple as, I need someone to help me with FX changing. I'm traveling the next day, and I need someone to quickly. This has happened. I've tended to clients and prospective clients a lot of ways, a lot of time in scenarios such as this. Femi, please, do you have someone that can quickly help me with this? I'm traveling and I need FX, or I need someone in my office. The printer in my office has been down. The people in my office don't know what to do about it. Can you send in someone? You do not necessarily have to go there and do it by yourself, but you have to care enough about your client or your prospective client to wanting to help add value to that person. So simple things like, don't worry, I would handle this for you, right? It creates long standing relationship with whoever you're talking to, right? So like I said, the first thing is add value in whatever. It may be totally unrelated to the gospel you are trying to preach, but add value. The other thing that I find very significant in building relationship is know your customer, right? The banks will call it, banks and financial institutions will call it KYC, right? Know their birthdays, be interested in what excites them, right? Have meaningful conversations with them, ask about their families, ask about their loved ones, get into that space where they feel comfortable enough to share things with you, right? So when you do that, when you care about them, when you know your customer, it's their birthday, and you send them a gift, or you send them a happy birthday or message, or they are promoted at work, you send them a congratulatory message, it means you will remain top of their mind. And when an opportunity comes, together with having added value to them, then it will be hard to beat you at that game when it comes to that level. So put your head down. Business development can be tough, right? It takes sometimes I call it the business of heartbreaks, right? Because you have plenty proposals, plenty people, your pipeline will be full, right? And then what will come back may be little compared to the level of volume you have in your pipeline. So I say you have to have stamina, right? You have to be able to deal with disappointments. You have to be able to pick yourself up. You have to also be able to better yourself. If you put in a proposal today, or you put in for anything and it doesn't come, just what I say is, after that is done, make sure that the next opportunity you're going for, you try to outdo yourself better than you did in the previous submission. I also tell my mentees, expand your network. Your network is your net worth, right? So expand your network, add value to people, learn about the company you're working with and the company or whatever you're doing. Because I also always say, business development is a field where you have to know something about everything, right? You have to be vast to a very reasonable extent. So, and you can't do business development, for example, if you don't know your company, the company you work for, or what you represent, you can't do business development. Because how do you preach? You don't know the gospel. How do you preach it, right? So the first thing I tell guys in business, your first job as a business development person for any organization, even if it is your own organization, understand what you offer, right? Know the history of the company. It is only then you can support your clients, support prospective clients, preach the gospel that you are trying to spread, and if you do that, you will be fine. And of course, try to always gain additional knowledge across board.